I chose the title Flowers For as the title of my speech, so let me tell you about the beauty of giving out flowers. I was asked to give a speech and make it informative. An informative speech is a speech that helps to inform people of an issue or even a positive matter. Informative speeches include visual aids, statistics, and other methods of information. Today, I want to speak on the topic of athletes and their mental health issues, specifically teenage athletes. I will keep this short and sweet. I have three major points that I would like to get across today. Number one, Jesus gave us friends, family, and teammates to help carry our burden. Number two, we need to talk about mental health issues more. We hide behind stereotypes and it cannot go on that way. Number three, 35% of athletes struggle with some sort of mental health issue. It is a hard epidemic that needs change. I first came across mental health issues in athletes last year when I came across a multitude of TikTok videos. The trend on TikTok was a series of 6 or 7 photos of different bouquets of flowers. Every slide had a different saying on it. Sayings like flowers for the athlete overcoming an injury, or flowers for the athlete struggling to find their worth. My two personal favorites were flowers for the athletes fighting for their happiness, and flowers for the athlete who is fighting the quiet battles. I think for many people, these videos would bum them out, remind them of who they once were, or even who they are now. Today, as a teammate, a coach, a friend, a sibling, and a parent, whoever you may be, I am here to tell you that Jesus did not intend for us to walk through hard times alone. He says so in Proverbs chapter 17:17. A friend loves at all times, but a brother is born to share adversity. We are not meant to walk these roads alone. Zip2.com says that 35% of athletes struggle with some sort of mental health issues. It is a growing epidemic that is getting bigger every year. So, how can we stop this growing issue in our athletes? The answer is to speak up. If you're an athlete, you speak. I know it is hard, I know it seems challenging, but it is the only way to make it better. It is the only way to set yourself free from the pain of your mental health issues and your heartache. It is a hard battle, but it is necessary to speak to someone about your issues so you do not have to suffocate yourselves alone. Share your burdens. The weight of the world does not rest on your shoulders alone. I hope today, with my speech, you find peace, clarity, strength, or some other form of healing. Today I spoke on the topic of athletes and their mental health issues, specifically the ones in teenage athletes. I hope that whether this speech finds you as a parent, athlete, sibling, or coach, that you are more prepared to help yourself, a fellow athlete, or maybe even a person in your life that you love dearly. All athletes will struggle with mental health issues at some point. Unfortunately, they are often dealt with alone and on the inside. It isn't fair, it isn't healthy, and it has to stop. We have to make the athletes in our lives comfortable with their stories and help them seek peace. I have learned so much about myself and every other athlete. Our walk alongside failure is one that many athletes succumb to. St. Louis Children's Hospital tells us that suicide is the third leading cause of death among athletes. Unfortunately, 1 in every 5 athletes experience suicidal thoughts and ideation. These numbers are too large to fathom. The suicide rate in young athletes is only going up. We are living in a world where the thought of struggling is considered weak or embarrassing. Realistically, 35% of athletes suffer with mental health issues. The athlete in your life is struggling, whether it be comparison, depression, performance anxiety, or burnout. Whatever the issue may be, they are struggling. It is a sad reality, one I have also learned the hard way, not only in myself, but within my friends as well. So, how can we stop this from happening? How can we stop these athletes we love so dearly? The answer is speak up. To my fellow athletes, you deserve your flowers. You have worked tirelessly day in and day out, between staying up late to finish assignments after you've been at practice for 3 hours, or spending 3 to 4 days a week in physical therapy rehabbing your injuries. I know how it feels to feel like the world is caving in around you and your shoulders cannot bear any more weight. I hope you know, athlete to athlete, I am proud of how hard you are working. When your mental health gets too hard and your mind becomes a toxic place, I encourage you to speak up. Even if you cannot fathom sharing your story, it is the strongest thing you will ever do. Share your burdens. The weight of the world does not rest on your shoulders alone. These moments are hard, this life is hard, but it is not meant to be shared alone. Jesus did not plan for us to live this life alone. I hope today you have just a little bit more peace and comfort. Keep fighting, keep speaking up. It does get better. Thank you.